This is the Green Monster Javazon build that I came up with recently. I wanted to make something a bit different than the standard Javazon. She has one purpose and only one purpose: to herd cows into a massive clump and destroy those cows with lightning. I also wanted her to be as resilient as possible, capable of stopping in a cluster of cows and identifying that gram charm and then continuing on when it turns out to be garbage. Capable of alt-tabbing when your boss walks in for a quick stop and chat on their way past your desk, or when your baby cries, when the UPS guy tries to leave a note on your door saying you weren't home, but you are home. You see them leaving without knocking, so you run out to get them because you don't want to wait another day. I wanted a build which would let me watch a YouTube tutorial about fixing my car's headlights on the second monitor and still hunt for high runes and not die. I also wanted her to be green. We've got a crafted Amazon amulet. It's got a % chance to cast Frost Nova when you're hit, which really helps slow down those cows when you're alt-tabbed. Rings. We have beefy rare rings with some strength and tech rating. These could be really anything that you want, but it's what I had, and I wanted the strength so I could wear the armor, which I use Leviathan for 50 extra strength, damage reduction, and it's green. For the boots, I'm using Tear Haunch for all resistances, some faster run walk, gives some stats, and it is green. I am holding out for some nice tri-res boots that are also green, but I'm not really holding my breath. For the belt, I know I could have taken the obvious Lenimo sash because it is green, but I actually wanted some resilience, so I'm going with String of Years just for damage reduction, magic reduction, and life leech. It's a little compromise. And you don't really see the belt in third person, so it doesn't matter too much. For gloves, I went with Soul Drainers because they don't get a lot of use as gloves, and they're pretty cool. They've got dual leech, and the thing that I was looking at for this particular build is the chance to cast Weaken Curse, which really cuts down cows' physical damage. So you can proc Weaken, alt-tab, do the thing you gotta do, come back, and you're still going. For shield, I am using an upgraded Gurk Sanctuary with an Umrune for, it's got decent block, those resistances, and it is green and looks pretty cool in D2R. For the weapon, I'm using an upgraded Titan's Revenge Matriarchal Javelins. Ethereal would be nice, but again, don't have the budget for that. And who knows, maybe I'll find a 450% enhanced damage Ethereal Javelin set with Fool's Mod, Replenish Quantity, and some extra Jav skills. Green, of course. For a helm, I'm using a Vamp Gaze for its dual leech, damage reduction, magic reduction, and I socketed it with a Malrune for more magic reduction because I've never used a Malrune that way before, and it made the number bigger on Vamp Gaze. Mel means bad in a few languages, so the joke writes itself. A mercenary, I don't use one. He just gets in the way of herding massive clumps of cows. Block rate is at 75%. Right now I have 48% damage reduction. I could have it capped at 50 if I had a better Leviathan or a better String of Years, but I'm not too concerned over those 2 points. Resistances, 75 lightning, and lightning is the only resistance that matters in cows, so I'm not concerned anywhere else. I made this in non-ladder because that's where I had the gear for it, but obviously a lightning Sunder Charm would make killing Cow King a lot easier or even possible if he rolls physical resistance. And you might be asking, why not go poison for the whole green theme? And the answer to that is, one, because I wanted to kill cows relatively fast in massive clumps, and you really can't beat Lightning Fury in that regard. Also, because I did not have a token to respec, so I didn't. Please stick around, subscribe, and I definitely want to try to go full green poison with this build. Even if it doesn't perform well, I am curious because I've never made a poison Javazon, and it does seem pretty cool.